What up, everybody? It's your man Danelle, aka Small Guy Promotions, aka the Omaha Fattie, coming with another podcast episode of What's Up Omaha. Yeah, guys, just got a couple of things I want to talk about real quick. I never officially spoke about it, I don't think, on the podcast. If I did, sorry. But I just want to say, man, I'm so grateful. The What's Up Omaha podcast has been growing at a steady pace. We're almost at 11,000. Actually, we might be at 11,000 audio listens so far. And then on YouTube, we're over 20,000 views for the videos. And I've had this stuff around for years. So that's not really a huge number, but it's big for me. I always say it's good for me. I'm steadily growing. Eventually everything will connect and people will see all the stuff that we have out there for Small Guy Promotions in Omaha Fattie. And then like dominoes, everything will start falling, one after another. And slowly things are coming into place. With that in mind, real quick, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're, on YouTube, make sure you hit the like. Help me reach more people with the podcast. But along with that, I was wanting to say, a couple of months back, I was interviewed for the Papillion Times by Adam Branting, and it also got kicked out on the Omaha World Herald, on the website and in their paper. So more people have begun to follow Omaha Fattie because of that. So thank you guys all. I know I did a Facebook Live and thanked all the people for, following me on Facebook. So again, if you guys happen to see this podcast or if you hear it, thank you guys so much for being interested in what Omaha Fattie has going on and for, following and subscribing and all that stuff that you guys are doing to help me grow my presence out here. That's what I'm trying to do. I've been grinding for years, and sometimes the way that I attack it changes, but I've always been consistent in having some kind of product that I'm putting out, or content that I'm putting out, and always trying to work and do stuff, whether it's behind the scenes or if you see me as in like a podcast or an event or whatever. I'm always working, I'm always doing stuff. So just the goal is always to grow. So any help that you guys can provide is always appreciated. But yeah, that interview, it did a lot. It helped, got me in front of more people. There was one opportunity that I had to be an MC possibly for an event, but I don't think it was right for me, so I didn't take it. But I appreciate even being, thought of or asked to be at that event. I got invited to Wahlburgers for their soft opening up at Shadow Lake Hy-Vee. So shout out to Hy-Vee. And man, my daughter's teacher, or not teacher, my daughter's principal, Principal Calc at Rumsey Station, he reached out to me last week and asked if we could set up a phone call for this coming week to talk about them needing an MC for their fun run that they're doing, that they're raising funds for. So, it's just different opportunities. And when I say opportunities, I don't necessarily mean that, I'll be getting paid or anything like that, but it's just an opportunity to get out there more and do fun stuff. I've MC'd over the years, many events. Any music event that I put on, I've been the MC of it, the host. So I'm super comfortable there. I was the MC for Big Brothers Big Sisters for one of their annual events that they have done. That was really fun. All my quarterly, small business community events, I'm running around with a microphone for all of those. So I'm emceeing and hosting those. So I'm very comfortable in that arena. So if you happen to be, tuning in to this episode and you may need an MC for something, reach out to Small Guy Promotions. I'm definitely cool in that realm, and we can talk over what you need and if I could be a good fit for that. and I'm happy to do it. I've even done it for a lupus walk a few years back. I've emceed. I've got some experience in the MC realm. It's super cool and fun. So if you need anything, my contact information is always in the notes, where you can follow me on different platforms, but maybe I'll put my email and stuff in there as well, where you can check that out. And one thing that I did touch on was the fun run for my daughter. If you guys check out the podcast and you want to donate to my daughter's school, they got this really cool project that they're trying to raise funds for, and it would be really cool. I'll throw the link in for the show notes for this as well, so you can find out more about it. And I'll put a little description out there about that as well. But yeah, shout out to you guys so much for supporting and being interested in what I'm doing with Small Guy Promotions and Omaha Fattie. I've turned down. There was the Nebraska State Fair. There was an opportunity that I had to go out and cover that with Pepsi, and I turned that down. Well, I wouldn't say that I turned it down, but they didn't meet my, they didn't meet, I don't think they liked the fee that I gave them, which, they didn't tell me what they wanted to pay. And they just said, hey, what is your rate? So I gave them my rate, and they must not have liked it because I didn't hear back from them after that, which is fine because I saw some stuff on Twitter about the Nebraska State Fair and Trumpsters or whatever and stuff. So I was like, yeah, that probably wasn't the right fit for me anyway. So I'm glad everything happens for a reason or doesn't happen for a reason. So I'm cool to not do that. And that's one thing too to take note of. If for whatever reason something doesn't seem like it might be the right fit, or if it doesn't work out, don't be mad about it. It wasn't right for you at that moment for whatever reason. So don't be upset about it. Something else will come along and you'll be fine. But yeah, man, I've got another opportunity that I was contacted about on Friday about, I'm not going to give too much detail, but some of my other partners in the podcasting world around Omaha may have been contacted by a local media outlet for a project. So I got contacted about that. Reached out to my homie David over with Faturday Omaha to see, because whenever anything happens with like Small Guy or Omaha Fattie that's big and they're wanting to use the input of someone that might be in the public eye a little bit locally, I reached out to Faturday to see if they got contacted as well. And they did. So shout out to Faturday Omaha. Yeah, man, good things are coming. I've always been of the mindset, slowly but surely, just progressive growth is fine by me. I don't need to, blow up overnight or anything like that, but, just slow progression. And I just continue to be consistent and things will come my way. So yeah. One more thing along that lines with Faturday, I'll be meeting with Faturday and Nat O'Gara from Yum Omaha next weekend. This will be like my first foodie outing. Like, I see photos and stuff on Instagram and Facebook of all like some of the foodies getting together and going out, and I've never actually been a part. I've had opportunities, but with COVID and everything, I was like, yeah, I'm not really trying to be around a ton of people that I don't know and that I don't know where they've been around and whatnot. I got trust is a thing where when you're around a bunch of people sometimes. So I just, for me personally, I'm like, nah, I'll catch you guys later. So this is something that'll be cool. And I don't know, I already know it'll be a good meeting. Like, David Zorko from Faturday Omaha is super cool. He had me on their podcast for Taste of Omaha over the summer. And we communicate every couple of weeks, probably through text, or I actually probably almost every day through social media, every other day, something like that. But we text from time to time, for different reasons. So again, shout out to Faturday Omaha and Yum Omaha, Omaha Fattie. We all got Omaha in the name, and we all have our goals, our different goals, but the main thing is supporting local restaurants and businesses. That's a big part of what we all do. So great things will be coming. So be on the lookout. I don't know what it's going to look like yet, but be on the lookout. Great things are coming from Small Guy Promotions in Omaha, Fattie. And again, I just thank you guys so much for tuning in. A lot of this stuff, like the interview with the paper, wouldn't be possible without the support of local people who have been tuning in on whatever level and supporting. Because Adam, when we met for the interview, I was telling them that I was shocked that they asked me to be interviewed. And, he said that, there was a buzz about Omaha Fattie around the Papillion area. So shout out to all the people in Papillion who were, down with Omaha Fattie and, who just support. Like, yes, I'm the one like sharing photos and videos or whatever. But if you guys weren't tuning in and you weren't paying attention to what I was doing, then it wouldn't, like, I wouldn't get that notoriety, or, that probably wouldn't happen. So I owe that to you guys. So I thank you guys so much just for, again, supporting and being interested in what is going on with Omaha Fattie. I hope that I've helped you find like a new restaurant that you like, and maybe, you go out. Like I told Adam during the interview, like the most humbling and gratifying thing for me is when I make a review, or when I just share some photos or whatever, a post on social media, and someone sees that and they say that they didn't know about a restaurant that I've gone to and that they're going to try it out, or that they did try it out and they loved it and they have gone back multiple times since learning about it. For me, that's like the biggest pat on the back that I can receive, is just from people going out and appreciating and trying new things based off of what they see from Omaha Fattie. So if you've done any of that stuff, thank you guys so much. It's just a really good feeling to know, like, it's already cool to go out and eat and support local, but when I see that there's an impact and other people try these places as well, it's just so rewarding. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to have a voice and a little platform, and I'm going to use the platform for good as much as I can. So again, just thank you guys so much. I don't know what else to say aside from thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you guys more than you know. And anytime that you tell someone about Omaha Fattie or Small Guy Promotions, or you hit the share button, or you like something, or you comment, when you comment, I try to engage to let you know that I did see your comment. Sometimes I don't respond to every comment because sometimes there's a lot. And I'm like, how do people do this? Like, I got a full-time job, and then and then I train jujitsu however many hours and days a week. And then trying to go through the comments sometimes is like, oh man, there's so many, like I gotta get through these. Like, oh man, I gotta respond here, like, to let them know that I'm not just posting stuff and ignoring you guys. Like, I'm really interested in what you guys are saying, and I do read through them. So again, thank you guys, man. It's been awesome. Food restaurants, real quick. I shared the photos. Last weekend was a good weekend. I didn't tell anybody, but we were celebrating my birthday. I didn't really want a whole bunch of like hubbub about that, but we went out to dinner a couple of times. So Saturday we went to Ika at Shadow Lake and we ate really well. It was a homecoming night, so it wasn't like busy, but it was busy enough. I think the staff was running around a little bit because they had those kids who were going to their homecoming, and service might have been a little slower, but we didn't have anything else to do. It was fine. We knew what was going on, so we were chill. Yeah, it was overall a good experience still. And I've been to Ika. People were commenting saying that they didn't know about Ika being out there in Shadow Lake, or that they haven't tried it and whatnot, and letting me know what I need to try from there. And I'm like, hey, I've been down with Ika since the first restaurant opened in Benson 3-4 years ago, however long it's been. I went to the soft opening of that with my daughters. Yeah, in Benson on Maple, in a little small spot before they moved to the current location in Benson. So I go go back with Ika. Like I'm down with them. And I'm pretty sure I made like a blog post or something about that when I went. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm sure I know I shared something on it, but it's been a while. But we love Ika. And if you were ever looking, if they have the ribs, I don't know if they have them all the time, but they had ribs one time at the Benson location, and we got them. And these ribs were so good. I don't know what they did to these ribs, but they were so tasty. So yeah, shout out to Ika. We went out there and had dinner. My wife and my youngest and we went out there. My oldest was out doing something to sleep over, whatever. I don't know. And then Sunday, that's when we went out to the birthday. Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. After Ika, we needed some dessert. So we went to Graylee's and got some ice cream. So shout out to Graylee's. We don't get out there too often, even though it's, not far away. We get out there every few months, maybe. So shout out to Graylee's again. And then Sunday, we went to, we had Asian food 2 days in a row, which like Asian food, I love Asian food. But we went to Ahi Sushi. So shout out to Ahi. And we tried oysters. If you guys didn't see the photos of the oysters, make sure to look at my Facebook page or my Twitter page so you can see these oysters. They were huge. It was our first time trying fresh oysters. My youngest daughter had been wanting to try them for a while, so we finally said, okay, we saw that Ahi had some. So we were like, all right, cool. We're going there to eat. We'll get some of those. And what I said about these oysters was the sauce that they come in. It's like a soy sauce and something else. It was really good. So it made it a little better. Eating an oyster for the first time is kind of, I didn't know how big they were. They were quite big. And we each got one. And like, it's so big. I thought you just slurp them down and like swallow them, but they were so big that you had to chew them a little bit. And it, the texture thing of it takes some getting used to. It wasn't horrible, but I'd eat them again, but it just wasn't my favorite so far. But it was okay. It was okay. But the flavor was really good. Another thing that Ahi had that was wonderful, like so surprisingly wonderful, was the octopus. We had octopus. My daughter was playing with the tentacles, like sticking it to her finger and stuff. But I don't know what I thought these were gonna taste like, these cut up pieces. But it didn't have the slightest flavor of any fishiness to it. It was so surprising because it was like a smoke flavor, and it was just, oh my gosh, like I would eat octopus again for sure. Like it was really good. It came with 6 pieces. So we all had one, and then my brother-in-law and my soon-to-be sister-in-law were there. So they were so good. Like when something's so good, you're like, "Ooh, I want to share this." So like, I looked at my wife. I was like, "Hey, can I share this with them?" And she's like, "Yeah." So I let them have some because it was just, the flavor was so like strong and just totally good. A totally good experience with the octopus at Ahi. I don't know where else sells octopus. Maybe Isla Del Mar. We were talking about that place because we want to try that too. I didn't try it during the last year because I want to go and like their menu is so huge. I want to go and like experience the full effect of it and sit down in the restaurant. But I think they probably have octopus. I don't know who else serves octopus, but if you want a great experience for octopus, check out Ahi Sushi and Ramen, like 124th and Center. Great stuff. Yeah, man. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Shout out to Dairy Chef, last restaurant I'm shouting out today. Dairy Chef, this is their last weekend for the season, so we wanted to make sure to get out there and get some food and some ice cream and get some vegan ice cream for my wife, which, by the way, thank you, Dairy Chef. You guys didn't have any more of the vegan cookies, which it was okay. And that's why I wanted to go out there, because I saw that, but you were out. I know it was a hot commodity, but we still were able to get some of the vegan ice cream for her. And she was like, are you sure that you didn't get the regular ice cream? Because this strawberry ice cream is like the best ice cream that I've had for a while. So whatever you guys did to your vegan strawberry ice cream, my wife really enjoyed it. So thank you guys so much for having that as one of your menu items. She did enjoy it. So that's what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I say it because I mean it, and I can't say it enough. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. Please keep it going. Keep the momentum going. Let's make Omaha Fattie something great, and I'll bring you guys along for the ride wherever I go. And that's always my promise to the people that I support, the businesses and restaurants. Like, wherever I go, any opportunity that I have, I will bring you guys with me, because I want to lift everybody up. So that's what it's about, man. Again, I said it at the beginning, I'll say it at the end. Please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you. That's how you can help me so much. I'm trying to make this a full-time thing, man. Whether, between Small Guy and Omaha Fattie, I want to make these my full-time gigs. So you can help by doing those things. Subscribing on the website, www.omahafattie.com. Yeah, just keep supporting. Thank you guys so much. That's all it takes. And as we end every episode, smile, help someone else smile, laugh, and help someone else laugh all day, every day. They see me rolling. Yeah. Peace out, y'all. Yeah.